Coach, just want to talk about Savannah first, kind of go back to the Georgia game. She had 2 goals and an assist. She's obviously finding the net consistently, but she also leads the team in assists. Can you kind of just talk about her development and her maturity that makes her kind of a big threat in the attacking third?
Yeah, I know, it seems every week we've talked about Savannah, and deservedly so. She's continued to lead the team. And it's not just her statistics, but it's what she does through 90 minutes on the field. She is one of the hardest workers. She understands the game. She's creative, just a clever player. And so she's got a lot of pieces that really make her effective. So you continue to see her put the ball in the net, but also create for others. And her determination and competitiveness is second to none, and that's where you see her being successful on the field.
You guys have a couple of different newcomers that are splitting time in goal, but you've also done a really good job defensively of limiting the shots that those two have had to see. How big of an advantage is that for them as newcomers to not have to see as many shots on goal as a lot of other teams do?
Well, that's always a plus for sure. Something that we strive to do as a team, protect our goalkeeping. We expect them to come up with a save when needed, but we hope to not have them, pummeled with shots throughout a match. And our defense has always been known to be strong, organized. It's something that we have strived for here in this program. And so I think all our keepers have been protected well. And we've had some amazing goalkeepers through the years, and these two are two as well that have such potential and are showing what they can do already at a young age. So we're thrilled about what they're doing behind that back four, but also credit to that entire defense in front of them.
And then looking ahead to this week, first Thursday, you guys have UNCG. They've won both their road games this season. What have you seen from them, and what are going to be kind of the keys?
Well, I think, they play a little different formation than we've seen yet, so that will be a challenge. And they're tough. So I think we've got to be smart with the way we find spaces on the field, break them down. They're organized as well behind the ball, and we've got to make sure we find, again, those openings that they give us, and continue to do what we've done well in finding open players, putting ourselves in good positions in front of the goal, and then obviously being organized in our defensive efforts when we lose the ball. And so I think this gives us another great opportunity at home. And as we talk about, every game prepares us for the next. And after this is our last game that's not an SEC opponent. So we're always preparing for the SEC season. And this just gives us another opportunity. And obviously our players love playing at home, and they've done a good job on the road. So we know to expect good competition. So we've got to be ready and ready to play tomorrow night.
You guys have Auburn coming up this weekend, and as coaches, the league voted to have a little more time in between SEC games this season, so it'll be the first one in over a week for you guys. How do you see that benefiting you, or have you seen the benefits for it? But at the same time, how do you adjust for that going forward?
Well, I think last year, because of a television schedule, we had a few Thursday, Sunday opportunities, and it does change up your routine and how you train through the week. But I think this year, the way the schedule's set up and going forward, I think it's going to really benefit the conference. All the coaches talk about having a little bit more time between games to make those Sunday games that much better of an environment for the players, safety reasons. They're not so tired, really straining themselves. The quality of the soccer goes up. The performance is fun to watch. There's plenty of advantages to that, and it just does take away maybe one less day of training a bit harder, but the game experience is what what we're focused on throughout the fall season, and I think that it's a routine now going forward. We had a break. Tomorrow's game fills that gap between SEC games, but it does give us still an extra day of rest between a Thursday-Sunday match. So I think it will be well played out for us. giving us the time to rest still, and we took advantage of the time and gave the players a little bit of extra time off because we don't have that luxury sometimes in the past years, and to have an extra day to heal and recover, and they've been going hard. They deserved an extra day off, so they took advantage of that, and hopefully we'll show that tomorrow night on the field.
And Coach, you guys have had some good battles with Auburn recently. Both teams are obviously kind of among the nation's elite. How has that kind of helped with to make this game a little more significant?
Yeah, Auburn's always been a quality opponent. We've had always close games. We've gone back and forth, and Auburn, being a ranked opponent at start of the season, they're right there, is showing that they can play with anybody. So that we know that they're a difficult test for us. We're glad to have this opportunity to go there and play a TV audience, and so we're excited about showcasing two strong SEC teams, and it's always a good game. So we look forward to this trip.
And just last question: what are kind of the specifics and what you guys need to do to be successful on Sunday?
Like every year, we've got to be prepared to play. Auburn comes out at home, especially. They always seem to be that much stronger, and we've got to match that intensity. Coach Hoppa does a good job to get them ready, prepared, energized, and we need to match that, which I think we've done a good job in most years to do that when we've played there. They have a great facility. And we're, again, glad to have the extra day of rest going there, which we normally don't have for a Sunday match. So it should be a tremendous environment. Again, a good challenge for us playing a top team in Auburn, and it should just be a good matchup. And our players have played, been playing very well. And again, tomorrow night we have another opportunity to build a little bit further before we get into Sunday.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.